What's going on, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Trading My Funded Account. Today is day number 32. It's November the 24th, 2023. We made some trades today, so let's get into it. Now, today was very different. I usually don't trade on holidays at all, but today I just happened to look at the market, and I was thinking that the market wasn't going to be moving today because it's Black Friday, the day right after Thanksgiving. But I came in today and I looked at the candle for 9:30 when the market opened for the New York session, and we did 1,556 contracts. So I was like, okay, I guess people are around and they're trading today. So I just said, you know what, since I didn't plan on trading today, I'm not really going to come in here and look for a real setup. But if I see something that's just so appealing that it has to be taken, then I will participate. And that's exactly what I saw right here at trade number 1 today. So let's go ahead and talk about what we saw. So right here at 1, I went long during an uptrend as prices came back to retest the prior higher low that got established at higher low B. So if we look at this entire move, we came back to yesterday's closing price, which was 35,350. So we pretty much played around that level throughout the entire pre-market session, and we really came back and tested that level the last time at 353 during the London session. We moved away from it, had a nice little uptrend, but came back to it. But starting around 8:30 this morning, we had a whole lot of demand at that level, and prices were never really able to break past that level. So we knew that that level was important support. When you look at the fact that once the market opened, they came back down to that level again, almost tried to break through it, but then came up and established higher low A. That gave me the confidence to believe that the overall move that got established between A and B was a legit move to the upside, and that it was potential continuation in the cards if everything worked out the right way. So once I saw prices come back to retest that higher low from before at B, I went long right here at 1, and then I took prices up for about a 13-point trade. Now, this trade was a good entry. It fit my trading plan perfectly. This is exactly what I look for when I'm trading a higher low. But where I went wrong was I didn't hold my trade all the way until my scalp target got hit somewhere 20 to 25 points above. Now, if I would have held that trade like I was supposed to, I would have been able to get profits as prices came back to retest the top of this swing right here at 400. So my entry was at 377. My take profit probably would have been about 22 points higher at 399 or 400. So I would have got filled if I would have held the trade. And what I learned today was that the reason that I'm really cutting a lot of my trades short today and the day before yesterday, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm not looking at the market from a logical perspective, meaning that I'm too focused on the money that I can make from the trade and just locking that money in instead of focusing on the trade that's in front of me. So this is what I learned about these trades, and this is a good way for me to remember when to hold my trades and when to cut my trades early, because there are times where I should cut my trades early. But this is the difference right here. So let's read the notes. Remember that you have the green light to hold the higher low long trade if there are no bearish signals within the immediate vicinity. And that's the key. Now, it's different types of higher lows. There will be higher lows where, let's say you have a higher low at B, but let's say you established a lower high as prices came back down to retest B. You could still go long at that higher low, but you would probably have to get out towards the top of structure because you don't want to ignore the lower high that got established. But if you look at what happened today, there were no bearish signs within the immediate vicinity. There was nothing to the left that really told us that prices were going to turn around. There were no lower highs. There were no bearish engulfings. There was nothing. So that means that if you do take the higher low and there's no bearish signs within that immediate vicinity, you just hold that trade until you see exhaustion volume, until you see a lower high, or until your scalp target gets hit. You know, depending on how you feel that day as a trader, it's up to you which one of those options you want to pick. But in all three of those scenarios, you hold that trade until the uptrend really starts to fizzle out. So even though I did take profits a little bit early at 1, I learned a very valuable lesson. And I think I finally figured out the difference between what is a higher low that has a higher probability chance of working, and what's the difference between that and a higher low that has a low probability chance of working. And I think that being able to identify bearish signs within the immediate vicinity will play a very important role. So I didn't plan on trading today, but I saw the right move, so I decided to take it, and I learned a very valuable lesson. And I think this lesson right here is going to stick with me for a long time, because I've been really trying to figure out for a while, okay, like, why am I successful on certain higher lows and unsuccessful on other ones? And I think today gave me all the information that I needed. So I'm going to take this information going forward, and I'm going to use this to study this weekend and really just work on going back through all of my notes and identifying what's a high quality higher low, what's a low quality higher low, and that should pretty much keep me occupied for the entire weekend. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me one more time this week. Finished off the week strong, made some profit, finished the week in profit, finished the day in profit. So it's a good week and a good day. I'll be back again on Monday, November 27th this year, ready to run it back again with you guys. But until then, have a good one, take it easy, and study hard.